Peace and world rule one day. Changed humans became extinct and the earth changed. Become a new world for someone. Cyborg soldiers with beast spirit girls go on a journey to discover the mystery behind the new world. This video is a continuation of the story from the previous part. Hitangsai is doing it. Journey with Tao Tao Gyogo to the village of Valley of the Wind Villagers. Thought Hitangsai was your baby after. Met with the elders of Tongsi village. Get a new fact, that mask. He brought it on a secret mission from the Beast Spirit clan to stop their oppression from the cyborgs in the middle of the Lion Mountain gang situation. Attacked the village, they sowed bombs into every corner to destroy the village. Wind Valley in the middle of the trigger struggle. Bomb, the Tongsi that was initially knocked out came into the fight and catch the trigger. The Tongsi holding the trigger said, sure, it's fun to blow things up. Suddenly the spirit beasts panicked, finding out. The Sosang in front of him said, what? What you did, give it back now. The price of the bomb is not cheap, with a highlight. Tongsi's sharp eyes answered, except. Thank him for the food, he then squeezed. Bomb trigger button, a big explosion happened. Jiyu and King Shui were shocked. For a moment, they were silent, they were surprised. Because there was no explosion in the village bomb. It apparently exploded around the body. Tongsi, now you can see the battery. Fully charged, I haven't in a long time. Feeling this, the look in his eyes changed. Sosang in front of him wonder, what are you? Where are all my energy bombs, Talksure? Answered, my nose is very sensitive to energy because I was hungry suddenly there. There were lots of sweets in the village, I then ate them all and exploded inside me. The bombs were so delicious. Hey pink-haired girl, I will consider the bombs I ate as wages. From the village, tell me now, what is? I have to do it with them. Jio, who was still shocked, answered, beat it. Them don't let the villagers hurt, including you. Tongsi smiled as he looked at Sosang and said, hey Mr. Flowerbrain, I guess you're in a bad situation because it's rare. Once my battery is fully charged, like, now it's time to destroy you all. In anger, he said to his troops, kill him now. Quickly one of the cyborgs came from behind and ready to hit one. The attack was launched, the Tongsi held it back. By hand, the weapon was bent. Everyone was shocked to see that. Tongsi said, aren't you three? Surrounded King Shui, the little fish. Have you had fun? Now it's my turn to have fun. Tongsi counterattack. He clutched his head and immediately slammed his body hard into earth. A cyborg from another direction moves. Jump. One attack is launched. Tongsi managed to dodge. He turned around, pulled out the sword and cut straight away the weapon. What a loser. No. That easily I can be defeated. Cyborg D in front of him said, don't be arrogant yet. Damn, my body can regenerate. Hands. The robot recovered, the cyborg immediately running to attack again. Your bad sword. That can't beat me. Tongsi smiled, this is my first time. Met a fool who told magnetic ability hard drink. The sword trembled, then hardened and forming a hammer, the Tongsi jumps. With his weapon, he hit the head. The cyborg was destroyed quickly. Pei Xiao came jumping and ready to kick. One surprise attack kicked him in the face. Fei Xiao, his body was blown away, wasn't it you? Said your opponent was me. King Shui. Come into the fight. Tongsi and King Shui is now fighting together. They back to back. Tongsi says, who? That allows you to interrupt my fight. Looks like you have. Too tired, go home. King Shui answered, I once said that I will keep watching you if you forget. Okay, do whatever you like. Tongsi is now facing the dog. Cyborg King Shui against Pei Xiao. In front of him, the Tosher stood in front of Saozhen and Cyborg dog. Saozhen said, after heard from my men actually. I was surprised when I heard one of the 8 samurai are here. Me too. Heard that the organization had destroyed and there are 2 traitors. Your baby and Hitangsai, which one? The remaining 6 are definitely looking for you. Now isn't it? I'm going to catch you and sell it to them. The dog immediately came and pounced one. Tongxi's blow was immediately devastating. Body, it seems you don't understand. What are the strengths of the ex-dark members? Samurai, Tongxi gripping the head. Sasang, you have to realize who you are. Now face to face. Meanwhile, King Shui was facing off. With Fei Sha comes to attack. King Shui moved he through. Fish spines in its body with. It's easy for Fei Sha to dodge, one kick. King Shui held his body hard. Blown away, and surprisingly, Fei Sha's body suddenly shook, he said. Is this why I get tired so easily? He just focused on defending, whereas I did. Almost out of energy. Fei Sha, get up, I will finish. Right now, one attack is ready. Launched, it moves forward, but suddenly his body fell. Damn, I can't breathe, I feel my body. Paralyzed, King Shui approached him and said it was poison. Do you realize you have? I was cut by the spines of my fish bones, even if only. Small scratches will have toxic effects, causing paralysis and failure. Breathing because you're half robot. The effect takes a little longer. Fei Sha began to feel the effects on his body. Turning blue, King Shui began to take off his clothes and said, if my fishbone thorn touching your body a second time, you're finished. He took off his clothes and now visible around his body. Pulling out thorns, actually I am. No need to do this for people weak like you, let me just show you. How do we fight, King Shui? Showing his strength, the power of a lionfish syrup with perfect shape. Fei Sha ran so noisy, you bastard. Trash hybrid with that look in his eyes. King Shui said sharply, the cyborg was there. In lower ranks like you will not. Feeling this difference in strength, incision. Lionfish, one move, King Shui slashed Fei Sha's body from all directions. His face shattered, he fell down and was defeated. My name is not a hybrid, my name is King Tsuyu. A candidate for 8 by G. In the end, all fighters are strong from. Lion Mountain has fallen, now it's gone. Being strangled by a Tongxi, he panicked, wait, we can do it. Solve it another way, I promise you won't step in. Feed in this village again. Tongxi then asked Xiaoyu, hey girl, pink hair, do I have to kill him? Xiaoyu looks moderate. Give fluids to King Shui. Tongxi caught off guard, Sosang opened his head and directly launched an attack from his mouth. Tongxi angry and disconnected. His tongue, he's cunning, I can't let him live. The frightened Sosang tried to negotiate. Little girl, you know yourself, there are many hybrid at our base. If we don't safe return of existing cyborgs, there will kill the hybrids. Xiaoyu thinking, he answered, he is right, if we are don't let him stay, then the market slaves will collapse. It could be groups. Other slaves would take advantage from this situation. Xiaoyu then said to Sasang, go back and free the spirit beasts. The enslaved never enter without permission into our territory. Hearing that, Hitongshi immediately stomped his head. I don't agree, he has know my identity if my position is spread. There are some cyborgs who don't want to. I saw it was coming to kill me with. Firmly, Tao Taojio said to Sasang, listen, I will wait for you. Release the spirit beasts. If you don't do it, I will collect. Egg East members are looking for you. Tongxi shocked to hear that, he then let it go. They left, running. Saozan said, calm down, you can believe in we. After the incident, the villagers of Lemba. The wind is busy repairing the damage to the village. It's being held in Puan's room. Conversation, you said, I was surprised. He's a member of the 8 Dark Samurai. Sooner or later this information will spread out. They might be able to notice that we have that mask. We have to gather Eggy members to take cover from cyborg attacks. We'll come. Grandpa Yen can be seen, his body is still safe. Wrapped in bandages, he says for now. The most important thing is to decipher the message contained in the mask. He then tells the story about 1,000 years ago. There were 2 giant statues suddenly appeared and destroyed Grandma's civilization. Our ancestors, the humans, did not exist. Know why the 2 giant statues appeared? The humans were wiped out with Great power the white statue has. The power of progress, tell anything. Those who approach the statue will return. As before, a polluted lake. Becoming clean, withered plants grow. Fertile, we spirit beasts are blessed by the white statue. The second statue is a black statue, which has the power of recoil. Make something disorderly and chaotic. Tell me anything more first. Close between the two statues will be changed rapidly, which did not survive will die, and those who survive will get back up and gain strength. That's what happens to cyborgs and beasts. Spirit those two giant statues around the world, and after some, the second year the statue stopped and start hibernating somewhere.
Only, there's one way to be sure. Where's the giant statue located? Hibernate wearing a mask? Each of these masks is present. Information about the location of the giant statue. A black giant mask at the end. Successfully discovered by the cyborgs, Para. Cyborg then worship him like God. The black statue then sped up. Progress of the cyborgs, they can build a big city after that on. Finally the beast spirit managed to find it. Giant white statue masks and hundreds. Years ago the cyborgs attacked us, even though in the end they lost, but they managed to steal our masks. You must also be wondering why. The previous beast spirits were not direct. Go look for the location of the giant statue. White, while we still have it. The mask, because at that time we haven't found the ancient temple, but approximate 100 years ago our people discovered the ancient temple, and they gave the name is Beast Spirit Gate or Spirit Gate. Wild Beast, location of Wind Valley Village. Purposely built near the Spirit Beast Gate. After that Rush Tao Tao Jiao, King Shui and Hei Tongxi headed to a place not far from the village. The three of them arrived in front of a gate. Ciu said, we arrived at the Beast Spirit Gate, the temple. 0, King Shui said, be careful, Monster Yang. Guarding this temple is very strong, Tongshi Yang. Seeing that wonder, so this is the place that your baby means, so what are we here for? To hunt monsters visible now? The figure of the temple guard stared at them from in. He came out and immediately kicked Tongxi's stomach. The figure then spoiled. To Jiao, long time no see, little Jiao said. Jiao, Tongxi is annoyed, little Jiao is teasing. King Shui says, stop, he is a friend. He was a beast spirit because protecting the village from invaders, he uses power effectively. Excessively, as a result he becomes animals and memory loss now. He lives like this. They all then entered the temple. During the journey, Jiao told a story. Cammy discovered this place 100 years ago. By the chiefs, this place will always be safe because it is protected by the members. The Egi, you can see lots of beast symbols. Spirit carved on the temple wall. Jiao, say again, each temple has 2 members. From Egi to look after him, Tongxi asked, so you and Minsnar, members of the Egi, I doubt what Para, members of the 8 people who can. Reliable. King Shui replied, the power of Tao Tao is unique. He's not the fighting type. After walking inside, they are now arrived in a room with a mysterious object before them. Jiao says, we have reached the heart space-breaking temple. Tongxi wonders what that thing will be. Decipher the message inside. Mask, Togsher walk, then it will be easy. I remember very well the person who those selected must wear this mask. Tongxi, wear the mask your baby gave you. He immediately put his hand there, but unfortunately there was no reaction whatsoever. Jiao approached, can you give the mask on me? After holding it, instantly the mask changed shape. Jiao says this mask has abilities. He can recognize people who connected with this temple. Geo started to move. He put down hands and put on the mask. Suddenly his body floated, an object mysterious before them. Then react. King Shui, who saw that, said, "Excuse. Why Tao Tao Geo can be wrong? One member of Eggy because he has rare power. Thank you to friends who have done it. Don't watch this video until the end. Don't forget to write your opinion in the column. Comment. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Sorry if there are any wrong words, admin. Goodbye and see you in the next video."